Welcome to Turtle Bay, Hawaii. I thought you might like to join me for a yoga practice out here honoring the water. And in a big way, learning from the water. What the water can help us to feel is a sense of ease, movement, flow, a quenching of your thirst for a connection to spirit and love and compassion. And the reason I tend to make that connection for me with water is because there was this one time while I was in meditation alongside the ocean that my heart opened, and it was as though the ocean was teaching me about my capacity for love and compassion, about the way that my heart can be as expansive and deep and profound as the ocean. So I hope you enjoy. Let's begin with knee pile. Bring the right knee on top, lift up through the spine, and move into a side bend, bringing your right hand out, left arm up. Inhale, reach through your sit bones, lift into your chest. Fill the lungs. Exhale, draw the low belly in, release down through your left sit bone and stretch out through your left arm. Pull your right shoulder blade down and relax through your neck. If it's helpful, you can also bring the gaze down to make it a little bit easier on your neck. Neck release. Let's bring the left arm out. Breathe into the left side of your neck. Exhale. Let the tension wash out of your neck, creating a flow of energy, just like water, from the base of the skull through your left arm. Inhale, reach through your left arm, pull yourself up into seated. Use your right hand, lift the head up. Change sides. Inhale, lift up. Extend out over to the left and bring the right arm up. Inhale, use the core muscles to lengthen the spine. Exhale, pull your left shoulder blade down. This is going to create a support and lift into your chest and allow the weight of your head to relax over. Expand the breath in through the right side of your rib cage and wash out any tension through the right side. Neck release. Bring your right arm out. Focus in on the right side of your neck. Reach through your right arm. Pull yourself up into seated. Use your left hand to lift your head up. Move the legs into straddle. Lift up through the spine and come into a forward bend. Washing the breath down into your hips. And just let the tension and the stress begin to wash out of your inner thighs, and your neck. Release. Come on up. Bring your feet together and let's move into some abdominals. I'm thinking elbow to knee. Clasp the hands behind your head. Create a little bit of a lift through your upper body as you're spreading from the low ribs down through the lower back into the mat. Bring your knees over your hips. Inhale. Fill up the back with breath. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Exhale. Turn toward your left knee and reach your right leg out. Squeeze through right sit bone. Draw low belly in. Inhale. Come back to center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Exhale. Turn toward your right knee. Reach out through your left foot. Spread across the ball of the foot and toes. Squeeze through left sit bone. Draw low belly in. Inhale. Come back to center. Exhale. Turn toward your left knee. And use the support through the back of the sit bones so that you can draw your low belly down. Inhale. Feel for opening a little bit of space in your lower back. Exhale. Turn toward your right knee. Squeeze through left sit bone. Draw low belly in. Inhale. Come back to center. Keep going. Do 3 more on each side. Feel for supporting through the shoulders and arms and just letting your head rest in your hands. Just clearing out any tension in your neck. Moving into bridge pose. Inhale. And take a moment at the top of your inhale. Create a little bit more of a lift in your upper ribs. A little more spreading of the collarbones. Exhale. Activate your feet. Pulling the feet towards you. Press into the ground and lift the pelvis up. Inhale. Create a flow of energy from the front of your chest, up through the sides of your neck and skull. As you exhale, release any tension through your temples, your ears, your jaw. Three more deep breaths here in bridge pose. Release. Bring your knees in toward your chest. Roll to your side. And Come onto your hands and knees. Turbo dog. Bring your hands a little forward of your shoulders and spread the hands out wide. Bend your elbows. Bring the elbows down a few inches from the floor and squeeze in until your elbows are in line with your wrist and shoulders. Keeping the elbows right there and a broadening across your upper back. Curl your toes under and lift your knees and hips up. Inhale, push through the hands, but create a little bit more of a lift in your upper chest. Exhale, draw low belly in, draw strongly up through the fronts of the legs, and pull the pelvis back. Feel the support across the collarbones coming by way of the hands, the ground, the earth. You're just letting that support move from your hands up across the chest. From there, let your head hang down. Dolphin prelude. Bring your knees down and back, a little wider than your hips, a little further back. Elbows forward, shoulder distance apart. Clasp your hands and lean back. Inhale into your side ribs and underneath the shoulder blades. Exhale, allow the shoulder blades to move up towards the elbows. Lean back through your hips, allowing for your whole spine to traction. Release. Dolphin. Forearms parallel, shoulder distance apart, or you can clasp your hands to get a little more strength, lifting out of the shoulders if you need that extra support. Feel for spreading across the wrist and rooting down as you lift up. Push through the wrist and hands. And that same lift through the pelvis. Draw low belly in and pull away from your forearms. And I think a good idea out here, what's really calling me, is once you get into a pose, just let the sound of the ocean teach you to free up any hardened spots, stuck spots. Notice how the water is not stuck in any way. Release. Come into standing for classical suns, alternating with B series. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up, push through the legs, draw low belly in, and stretch back through the arms. Exhale, forward bend, neck relaxed. Lunge. Inhale, step the left foot back, rooting through your left ankle. Move the hips forward and reach up through the hands. Exhale, bring the hands down, step back, come into plank. Inhale, create more length, pushing through the heels, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, come down slow. You can always bring your knees down first if you need to. Shoulders moving back, away from the ground as you come down. Point the toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Downward dog. Lifting through the pelvis. Low belly in. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, lunge pose. Squeeze in through your right ankle. Reach up and squeeze in through the wrist. Exhale. Forward bend. Reach through your feet. Lift through the hips. Let gravity help you to feel the fluidity in your upper body. Inhale, press into standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Surya Namaskara B. Bend your knees. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift halfway up, drawing up through the fronts of the legs, reaching back through the inner thighs. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Squeeze in through the ankles. Reach back through your inner thighs. Lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Warrior one, step your left foot forward. Inhale. Roll the right hip forward, reach up. Exhale, chaturanga. Grip the mat. Bring the knees down if you need to. Upward dog. You can also have the legs down here if extending the legs off the ground is too much. Soften the elbows, pull back with the hands. Exhale, downward dog. Warrior one, right foot forward. Inhale. Warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Span through the side ribs. Exhale, hop. Or step between your hands. Inhale. Get long tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale. Let gravity have your head. Chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, Tadasana. Come into standing. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Step your right foot back. Bring the right knee down. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press through the legs. Use the strength in your back. Open from the lower belly through the chest. Exhale, downward dog, right foot forward. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, Tadasana. Come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift halfway up. Pull back with your hands so you get a little more length through the sides. Chaturanga. Chest is forward of the hands. Upward dog. Keep the chest forward of the arms. Downward dog. Warrior one, right foot forward. Chair pose. No! Warrior one! Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog, left foot forward. Warrior one. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Take in the ocean. Let it help you to feel a sense of expansiveness, depth, mystery. Exhale, hop the feet in. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, come into standing, hands to your heart. We'll move through some B series now. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Warrior two. Step your left foot forward. Arch your arms. Inhale and broaden across your chest, especially that right side. Exhale. Let the tension wash out of the shoulders through the arms. Reverse warrior. Unwind the arms. Lift out of the hips and reach back with your right arm. Bring the right hand down, either onto the shin or the top of the leg. You can also press at the top of the thigh if you need support to lift out of the lower back. Reach the left arm overhead. Inhale, right into your left shoulder. Exhale, push the left elbow straight. It's okay if your hand is up here. Just let that sensation of warmth roll through your left shoulder. Extended warrior variation. Bring your left forearm just above your left knee. Reach the right arm around the back. If you can, grab your inner thigh or just slide your hand into your waistband. Again, the lift into the chest as you inhale. Push through your left forearm. Exhale and let your head relax over. Chaturanga. Inhale, bring the hands down, step back. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Inhale, point the toes, reach back long through the legs and root through your feet. Lift the chest up. Exhale, downward dog. Step your right foot forward. Come into warrior two. Arch your arms. And you can use a strap here if you need to. Part of the holding around the heart can actually feel like a tightening across the chest or upper back and into the shoulders. So this is a good place to loosen those areas. One more breath. Reverse warrior. Lift out of the hips. Left hand down or creating support. Right arm up. Extended warrior variation. Sometimes here I need to heel toe my back foot in a little bit, just keeping the knee over the ankle, the right knee over the right ankle. Lifting into the chest. Left arm around the back. Head relaxing over. Sound of the ocean washing through the ears, just washing the stress away. Chaturanga. Bring the hands down, step back. Actually, let's do boat pose this time. From plank, come all the way down. Clasp the hands behind you. Root down through the front of the pelvis. Lift everything else up, but just let the head come forward. Exhale, hands down. When you push through your hands, this can support the shoulders, relaxing back and down. And just let your head come forward. Exhale all the air out. Create a lift through the lower belly, just above the pubic bone. Keep that, and then we'll stretch from the belly button up through the chest for cobra. All the way out through the crown of the head. Exhale, downward dog. Lunge pose. Step your left foot forward. We'll cushion under the right knee. Lunge, heel to butt. Grab your back foot. And you might have the arm extended, chest turning forward. If it's not too much, slide your hand on top of your foot, bend your elbow, and bring the heel towards the butt. With the option also to wrap the hands over the foot. Reach down through your right knee and lift through the upper back. Lunge back bend. One thing that I've learned in this last year is that a lot of the support and the opening that comes in our back bends is really feels more integrated when it comes from the strength in your back. So, engage the muscles along the spine and move the back of your rib cage up. Exhale, draw the low belly in as you allow your hips to move forward and down. Most importantly, feel the support through your back. Release. Lounge lunge. Step your right hand forward. Let the hips move forward and down. And twisting just in the upper body, turn your chest towards your left knee. Allow your right shoulder to shrug up and find a spot for your head where your neck feels the most relaxed. Release. Plank. Cobra. Exhale. Come down. Use the strength in your back. Pull back with your hands. Feel the lift through the spine. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot forward, lunge. Heel to butt. And let the ocean just keep reminding you to keep a sense of ease in your practice. There's no struggle. Lunge back bend. Hook your hands around your ankle and flex your left foot. Because we have so much flexibility in our lumbar spine, we need to support the front of the spine by drawing the low belly in. Keeping that move, engage the muscles up through the back and lift the spine up. Let the hips open, allow your hips to move forward, but you're not losing that support in the lower back. Another thing that's happening here is a little bit of a squeeze right behind the heart. Lounge lunge. Let your left foot come down, point the toes, step your left hand forward, and begin by getting as long as you can. Turn your chest toward your right knee and allow your left shoulder to shrug. Wrap your right arm around your knee and gently bring the knee in. Notice how the yoga postures help you to see where you might have resistance, irritation, or just generally feel stuck. The breath can also move through the energy pathways like water. So if you're having difficulty getting the breath into an area, let the breath move like water, easing the hardening away with each wave. Release. Step back and come into plank. Take a few breaths, creating a little dome across the chest. And just like we were doing the squeeze in the upper back, opening the front of the chest, we're doing a squeeze across the front of the heart and expanding the back of the heart. Exhale, come down. Boat with shoulder shrugs. Inhale, lift into boat. Bring your hands up beside your shoulders and allow your upper back to broaden. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, the shoulders, and the elbows in. Inhale, broaden, keeping the reach through the legs. Exhale, getting that through the upper back. Inhale, broaden. Shoulder blades move away from the neck. Bring your hands down, feet down. Draw the low belly in, exhale. Stretch from your belly button up through the front of the chest. Cobra. And once you get across the chest, then let the energy float right up through the sides of the neck and skull. Exhale. Release down. Press back. Downward dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. And exhale, come down to the ground for bow pose. Bend your knees, hook your ankles. Grab hold of your ankles and lift up and back through your feet. Release. Cobra. And come down. Lounge lizard. Lift up. Roll onto your left side. Right side. Begin by aligning your ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, and your front wrist out forward of your shoulder, all in one line, one plane. Bring your left hand just in front of the waist. Inhale into the right side of your rib cage. Exhale. Curl the tailbone down slightly. Allow your right shoulder to move towards your right ear. Release. Bring your knees forward. Bend the knees. Roll onto your hips, your sit bones. Now reach your feet towards the front of your mat. Left hand, hips, shoulders, knees, ankles, all in one line. Inhale. Increase the drooping effect in your left side. Exhale. Allow the whole rib cage to be heavy. Release. Come into seated. We'll practice a few rounds of Agni Sara. For Agni Sara, we'll exhale all the air out, hold the air out, tuck your chin in toward your chest, pull the shoulder blades down, then release and lift the belly. Release and lift the belly. So it looks like this. Exhale all the air out. Hold the air out. When you need your breath, release the belly. Take in a deep breath. Exhale, relax. Couple of breaths here. 2 more rounds. Exhale. Hold the air out. Tuck your chin in. Pull your chest towards your chin. Release the belly. Deep breath. One more. Now, the next thing we'll do is come into Shavasana. Bring your awareness back to your body. Feeling the most amount of ease so far in this practice. Let your body move with each breath, just like water, spreading into the floor. Bring your chest roll to your side and come up into seated. As we connect to the elements of the earth, such as water, we create a deeper sense of ease within ourselves and a deeper connection with the earth, more compassion between ourselves and our environment. Thank you for joining me in this practice. Bring your hands to your heart. Namaste.